everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. Welcome to our value education class. Today we are going to see lesson 4 devotion. Okay, now let us read the moral first. If you begin to live life looking for the God that is around you, every moment becomes a prayer. It is said by Frank Bianco. Means, children, if you are living a life in which you are looking or finding for the God that is around you, every moment you have to pray for Him because you feel that God is there. And this above famous quote by Frank Bianco tells us that if we see and feel God around us and within us, every moment of our life becomes an act of devotion. Okay, and this is called as devotion. Children, what do you think are the ideas of devotions? You have to give the names of some famous leaders who are known for being devoted to their mission. We know that everyone is devoted to God or some of their work or to some of their goals in life. Okay. Now, children, there are famous leaders like Mahatma Gandhi or Abraham Lincoln who fought to achieve their goals. Okay, Mahatma Gandhi fought for the independence of our country. Abraham Lincoln fought for the freedom of the slaves in America. Okay, children, like that, some people have devotion to their work, means some have their priorities shown towards their work, some have devotion towards their ambitions, like some want to become singer, some want to become a great person in life, like a doctor, engineer, like that. They are devoted towards their ambitions, and some are devoted towards God also. Okay, children. Now, the values we are going to see in the stories are sincerity, truthfulness, and unconditional love. All this come under the word devotion. Now, let us begin to read. Time to start. We use the word devotion quite often in our daily lives. Do you know what it means? Does it mean loving like how a mother loves her child? Or does it mean giving a lot of one's time and mind in doing one's duty? Devotion is an interesting word, and the generally understood meaning is that of devotion to God. Now, here, children, the meaning of devotion word is asked. Okay, like does it means a love of a mother to the child, or does it means giving a lot of time towards one's duty, or does it means showing love to the God? Okay, now all the three meanings of devotion have a common base. Devotion to God means great love for the Lord. Devotion requires sincerity and truthfulness. It also requires time and energy to be given to God. Through prayer and by doing good deeds, people express their devotion to God in different ways. Okay, children, devotion can be expressed in different ways to the God. Okay, like they pray to the God for 10 to 15 times a day. Some pray for 2 times, some pray for 1 time, or some go to visit to the God every day, like that, or this give flowers to God, or give some sweet materials, or give some show them food to the God, or give money, or offer jewelry to the God at times in devotion, or they sing prayers and they show love to the God. Okay, and we can show a devotion to God through prayer also, and by doing good deeds also. Okay, children, and this devotion requires sincerity and truthfulness. Okay, it should be done truthfully, means wholeheartedly, okay, and lovingly. And it also requires time and energy to be given to the God, and we may express this through different ways. Okay, children, now come to the next part, we will read it. We follow certain rituals which help us express our devotion to God. Sometimes we forget the purpose and the message behind the ritual but carry it out as a routine. Devotion does not just mean visiting a temple, mosque, gurudwara, church, or any other place of worship. It does not mean blindly repeating whatever is taught to us as prayer. Devotion is the expression of love to God through good actions. We come closer to God when we become better persons. Now, here, children, the true meaning of devotion is given. Okay, children, devotion does not mean that we should follow certain rituals which help us expression devotion to the God, or we should do some rituals or follow the message which follow the rules and regulations which are given in the rituals and carry it out as a routine. Does this mean as a devotion? Devotion does not just mean in visiting temples, mosques, or gurudwaras, or church, or any other place of worship, or it cannot mean that we should follow certain rituals or blindly repeat any prayer that is taught to us. Devotion is the expression of love to the God through our deeds or through our good actions. Okay, we come closer to God when we become a better person. Okay, and we are earnest while doing some deeds or our actions. Okay, earnest means sincere and truthful when we are doing our any work or good actions. Okay, children, now the first story shows us how devotion helps us become strong enough to do what is right and do it to the best of our ability. The second story shows us that devotion has to be purposeful. Read both the stories and think about how devotion can help you. Now let us read the stories, children. Time to read. Sarah's devotion. What is the name of the story? Sarah's devotion. Come on, Sarah. I know you can do this. Why don't you just try? Sneha knew Sarah was a good singer, and here was the perfect opportunity for Sarah to show her talent to the world. If Sarah won, she would get training from some of the best singers. But Sarah was nervous. She did not want to sing on stage alone in in front of so many people. Sneha thought hard and finally hit upon a plan. Now, here, children, there is a girl, Sarah, and her devotion we are going to study in this story. Now, Sneha is encouraging Sarah that, come on, Sarah, you can do this, okay? You just try it. So, if Sarah won this competition or become a good singer, then she would get training from some of the best singers, okay? And but now Sarah is feeling nervous. She don't want to sing on stage and in alone in front of so many people. And so Sneha thought of a hard and finally hit upon a plan, okay? Now let's see what is the plan of Sneha in the story, okay children? Let us read the story further. Sarah, she said, I've heard about a parable of talents. Do you know of it? Could you tell me that story? Of course, said Sarah, relieved that Sneha was now talking about something other than competition. Or so she thought. Now here the Sarah is asking about the talents she Sneha knows in the singing, and Sneha is also and Sarah is also going to relieve those things, okay, about the talents. And now she is not thinking about the competition, okay children? Now let's see what is happening here. A rich man was about to leave on journey. He called his servants and gave each of them some talents according to the ability of each man. Here talents means a unit of money. The one who had been given 5 talents put them to good use and doubled them. The one who had been given 2 talents also used them well and gained 2 more talents. The last man had been given 1 talent. Instead of using it, he buried it in the ground. When the rich man returned, he was very happy with those who had used the given talents to them and angry with the one who had just buried in the ground. Now, the story of the parable of talents is going here, children. Sarah is saying the story, okay? There was a rich man who was about to leave on the journey, and he called his servants and gave each of them some talents, okay? Here according to the ability of each man, and here talents means some money, a unit of money, okay? Suppose it can be 1 talent, maybe it is 500 rupees, okay? You think the one who have been got 5 talents should put them to good use and double them, okay? He put those talents to some good use and doubled it, okay? And the one who had been given 2 talents also used them well and gained 2 more talents, means he also doubled his talents. But the last man who had got only the 1 talent, he buried it into the ground, okay, instead of using it for the good work, okay children? When the rich man returned and asked about who used the talents given to them, he was happy with the first two, okay, and but he was angry with the other one who had buried those talents in the ground. Okay children, now let us read the story further. Sarah's voice trailed off. She understood why Sneha had asked for this specific story. Sneha smiled. Sarah, you've been given a talent, a special ability by God. Do you think He would be happy to know that you buried your talent instead of using it? Come, think of Him and just sing to your best ability. Now, here, children, Sneha is encouraging Sarah to sing on the stage. Okay. Now, when Sarah was reliving the story of parable on talents in front of the audience, she understood that why Sneha had asked for this specific story to be told in front of them. And Sarah understood that this story was on the special ability which was given by the God to the people. Okay, and he understood and Sarah understood that God will not be happy if she buries her own talent under the ground, okay, or she hides her own talent and she does not want to show her talent in front of everyone, even though she had the ability to sing songs very good. Okay, she was very nervous, so she thought that God will now be sad on her because she is hiding her talents in front of the people. Okay children, now let's see what happens next in the story. Okay, Sarah went up to the stage, closed her eyes for a while and then began to sing Lead, Kindly Light, a hymn she had so often sung with deep devotion and which had always brought tears to those who listened. Now Sarah had got an encouragement from this story, and as she was devoted towards God and even she had devotion to her talent of singing, she went up to the stage, disclosing her hurdles of fear and nervousness. She closed her eyes for a while and then began to sing that song. Okay, and she sang a song of Lead, Kindly Light, a hymn. Okay, and the people were hearing this song, and this song had brought tears in the eyes, okay, of the listeners. There was a pin drop silence when Sarah's soft and sweet voice beautifully brought the song to its close. And there was a silence everywhere when the song was going to end. And Sarah's voice was soft and sweet voice, and it was the song sung so beautifully. Okay, this was Mahatma Gandhi's favorite hymn. Sarah addressed the audience briefly. When my teacher taught me to play this hymn on the piano, she had told me, Sarah, my child, if you are devoted to what you do, no matter how much difficult it may be, you will be guided well by the kindly light. It is this kindly light that has guided me today. For a moment there was stillness, and then the audience of the students from different schools burst into cheers. No one was surprised when the judges made their announcement. Sarah's devotion to music had been recognized. She not only won the Best Singer trophy but also won the hearts of many. Now, Sarah sang Lead Kindly Light with deep devotion. This was the Mahatma Gandhi's favorite hymn, and Sarah told the audience that if one is devoted to what he or she does, no matter how difficult it may be, he or she will be guided well by the kindly light. This was told by her teacher or taught by the teacher. Okay, the hymn was taught by her teacher. Okay, and was this about the devotion was told by the teacher to Sarah. Okay, and one must not bury his or her talent and use it to his or her ability. Okay, children, and it is this kindly light that has guided Sarah today. Okay, now after that, for a moment there was a silence in the audience, and after some time the schools burst into the cheers, and no one was surprised when the judges announced that she was the best singer, and Sarah's devotion to the music was recognized, and she became the best singer and won the best singer trophy. Okay, on that day. And we understood from this lesson that devotion helps us to become strong, and we must devote ourselves to God through actions. And devotion requires what, children? Sincerity and truthfulness. Sneha knew that Sarah was a good singer, and it was a perfect opportunity for Sarah to show her talent to the world. Also, if she won, she would get training from some of the best singers. Now, children, here I have come to the end of our session. Thank you.